Loved ones, welcome back to this channel. This is another transmission and activation of wellness and healing in whatever aspect in your life that you need at this time. Every video on this channel is an activation for the ascension of humanity. Okay. And today I am bringing forth to you a channeled message from Source. I said, what's the biggest main question that humanity wants answered and needs guidance and clarity on? I have the answer written here, so I'm going to read it and do my best verbatim. It is a bit sloppy, so please bear with me. The question is, majority of humanity wants to know why they are not in a position of peace, comfort, and wealth, even though they've been doing everything right. So the answer is, you're not in peace because you're still struggling with things, beliefs, behaviors that do not serve you or anyone that you are connected to. So, like attracts like. The resonance of who you are will keep being presented to you. That's what it means in a nutshell. You change it by choosing greater and do so with intention at every step of the way. And if you fall, just get up. That's the answer. If you fall, get up. So like attracts like. The resonance of who you are will keep being presented to you. Change it by choosing greater and do so with intention at every step of the way. If you fall, get up. So what I'm taking away is, be intentional with your life. Live intentionally. You are receiving who you are. The law of resonance. Talk about it all the time. So that's what it boils down to. So whatever you're struggling with, the beliefs, things, and behaviors, some things are so minute and small, but people hold on to them and they just keep on holding on to them and then wonder why life is not really transforming in a desired way. That's why. Little bitty things like the little hang-ups that are inconsequential, people hold on to those like they're getting paid for it. Like they're getting paid to hold on to it for dear life. And you know the ones, you know who you are if it's you. And so Source also said, you're not in comfort and wealth because you are always looking out for your own needs without considering the impact on others. When others are in need, those who don't feel comfort and wealth are solely focused on their own well-being, so they miss the mark on their true nature of service. The act of giving is the act of receiving, and most of you are unaware of that. So you find yourself in a perpetual state of discomfort and lack. And they go on to say, you are very unintentional about the way you live in general, being completely unaware of what's going on around you energetically. You are not being your creative selves in this way. So what else is there to do but experience discomfort and lack? Wow. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, sometimes we can get caught up in our own issues that we forget about who we are in truth. We're just wallowing and we're bottled up and just blocked and stuck in our own issues, that we forget that when you help other people, you're helping yourself. Giving is receiving. It's the same vibration. It's the same energetic vibration. So you're creating a positive energy loop when you give. Okay, it's reciprocity. And then the other piece, being unintentional, it goes back to living your life intentionally. And a lot of people don't realize that all you have to do is be intentional at every step of the way. You make choices. There are lots of choices that we are faced with every day, all day, with every little nuanced thing. And most often than not, we wonder why things aren't going the way that we want them to, because we're sitting they're allowing life to happen to us instead of for us and through us. Makes a huge difference. Huge difference. It's like, wake up and remember who you are and do something. Don't just sit there. Do something. Be. Okay, where it says completely unaware of what's going on around them energetically and not being their creative selves in this way. So it goes back to, okay, we are energetic quantum beings. We're in human earth suits, yes, but we're more than what meets the eye. All that you see around here, this air that you can't see, the unseen, is energy that's just sitting there waiting for us to take it and create it into something useful that can manifest in the physical and be beneficial for us and everyone that we are connected to and everyone who is connected to those people, and so on and so on and so on. But we just sit here thinking that because we can't see it, it is not real, or that it's not something to create with. But we are creators. It's our birthright. I mean, we are creators. And so that's what they're saying. We're just sitting there and we're waiting on something to happen for us, but we're not doing anything creatively or for anyone else to help our own cause. So what else is there to do but to sit here stuck in discomfort and lack? It's a call to action. But with that, my question to Source was, well, what about those who are wealthy yet seem to be self-serving without consideration of others? And I know that's probably your question too. Like, there's so many people who have money, and although it's a small percentage, and by have money I mean a wealth of money, but they seem to be stepping on necks and toes and not taking anybody into consideration. Selfish. That's what it seems. A lot of people have those thoughts, so I'm just saying it, okay? The answer that was given, or should I say the answer that was gifted, we are not talking about those people. Okay. We are addressing those who feel discomfort, lack, and not at peace. Those that have wealth don't necessarily feel any of those things. They are living life in the resonance of the frequency they want. They don't feel the frequency of lack, therefore they do not. They don't feel the frequency of poverty, therefore they are not. The people who have wealth have an abundance mindset, and that's all there is to it. Did the people in the back hear this? And it makes perfect sense to me, because just because someone is wealthy doesn't mean that they have the same feelings of discomfort and not feeling at peace and, you know, in lack, just because they may not be thinking about other folks with their wealth. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they might be wealthy and they may not be considering other people, but they also don't feel discomfort. They also may not feel a sense of not being at peace. Well, while many do, I'm just saying what Source is addressing is those in humanity, the humanity portion that feels discomfort in their life, feeling not at peace in their life, and feeling a sense of lack in their life. That ain't everybody. That ain't everybody. Regardless to what they're doing or not doing, that ain't everybody. And so when I asked that question, I knew other people were going to want to know. But see, because we are all at different levels and stages of this game, and we're also nuanced, and we all have different reasons for being here, it's going to look different and be different for us all. Okay? So it makes perfect sense. And so Source, the guides, also said, find your peace from within to bring comfort to your life and build luxury consciousness within your home, within your domain. You have to find the peace from within. When you find the peace from within, that releases all any other chaos, that releases blockages, that activates all types of possibility and potentiality, that brings in the comfort. And then you're automatically going to experience and bring in the luxury. Now, luxury and wealth for each person can look different. Some people feel that luxury is things, a posh life, the finer things in life, the silks and the champagnes, while other people might feel it's a sense of freedom, a sense of being able to do what you want, when you want, how you want, having all of your needs met, a minimalist life, okay, without a lot of drama, or even a nomadic life, even being able to go where you want, when you want, however you want, and feel safe and secure in that. Okay, having everything that you need. So sit with that and discover what luxury consciousness is for you. Is it the money in the bank? Is it the resources that the money can buy? Is it the ease of the money coming in? Is it simply your environment being infused with luxury? Even if you don't have a lot of money in the bank, you may not have the desire to have a lot of money in the bank. You might just want your basic needs met, and whenever you need or want something, you can get it with the money or with other resources or manifesting on autopilot, however that is. Okay, because money is a tool, and a lot of people put the money on a pedestal, which is another reason why it seems so out of reach. People put money on a pedestal, and it is simply a tool, just like a hammer and nails. But because it's associated with a roof and with food, people make it more than what it really is. It's an energy. It's a beautiful thing, but it's simply a tool to trade off for goods, services, and experiences. Okay? And that's, if you think of it more like that, and you remember that are you really trying to manifest the paper? Or are you trying to manifest what that could bring in? And so when you think about that, sit with it a little bit, then it may change your perspective on how you move through the rest of your life, how you navigate with this whole wealth consciousness piece of your life. Okay, so just to say it again, find your peace from within to bring in comfort to your life and build luxury consciousness within your home and within your domain. And find the love and the joy within that. Bring in your peace, and bringing in your peace and comfort builds the strength you need to lay the foundation of your wealth consciousness, your abundance. Because when you're at peace and you're comfortable, then you're not worried about other things. You're not focused on that aspect of what's going on. You're good, okay? And the other piece of it that I like, that I really, really like, is your domain. So your domain, it could be your environment, but also consider your energetic field from within. Okay, what does luxury feel like to you from within? What do you need to do for yourself to make you feel luxurious, to make you feel wealthy? You start doing things. Take your self one step forward or step up from where you are, okay? And you keep doing that, and you keep bringing yourself up at different waves, different levels, so that you start to build this momentum of the wealth frequency, of the money frequency, of the abundance frequency. And you'll start noticing, because you are like attracts like, because you are resonating with that, it's going to be a continuum of abundance of all that's great coming through, and you get to pick and choose what you want to keep and what you want to just let go on by. Okay, so you are building this, you're entraining yourself. Like, for example, let's just do this. In your space, say you want to feel luxurious and you have a bedroom small, big, whatever. What you can do is take some expensive fabric and make yourself, or have someone make you, a couple of curtain panels. Okay, because you're only using this in a small space, it's not going to break the bank. Okay, you may have a little tabletop or something like that. You can go to a tile store somewhere that sells like these very nice, expensive marbles and quartzes and what other types of tiles. You can get a nice, you know, thing of tile and sit it on your tabletop, and that's luxury. Infuse the space with beautiful scents and candles. Use lotions, like putting on lotions and things like that throughout the day or before bed is a sense of luxury for some people. What does your bathroom look like? You may have a small bathroom and you might be like, well, it's clean enough. I just go in there, use the bathroom, take a shower, whatever. But what if you took it up a notch or two, changing out the rugs, making it a beautiful, lush space, a spa-like experience? Put up some art in the space. What you're doing when you put things in your environment, your body is responding to that. Your auric field is responding to that, and you are infusing this into your being, your domain. That's just one example. If you are a minimalist and you like to have as less as possible, you can still have the luxury lifestyle as a minimalist. You've seen some beautiful spaces that are minimalistic, but they're very upscale. You can also add a couple of things in that space to bring it up at one or two notches. You can get yourself a steamer, steam the curtains, clean the space, keep it clean, keep the dust out of it, and get yourself a steamer or something, or one of those, what are they called? Robos that you can program to start vacuuming. Things like that to help build your domain, the luxuriousness and train your domain for luxury and wealth consciousness. Okay. And let's keep going. I just wanted to say that piece to give you some ideas, some tidbits on how you can do this. Set your intention to be intentional and deliberate at every step in building and living the life you desire. We just talked about that. By seeking the peace, you automatically yield comfort. We talked about that. With that, you've opened more access to being able to notice and access your abundance. The more you surrender to that state of mind, the more of it you will see. It will flow in various ways. Opportunities, fun experiences, loving connections and relationships, money, and other resources. The key is to be open, notice it, appreciate it, and be grateful for it. It will keep coming your way because you are creating a perpetual positive energy loop. This transmission is solely for those who feel discomfort, not at peace, and lack. It means you are self-aware and are ready to access your highest timeline. The fact that you are here listening to this means that you are self-aware because you notice these things in yourself, in your life. It means you are self-aware and are ready to access your highest timeline. This is your activation. We are complete.